Being the new guy on a team is one of the bigger challenges in hockey, and I've been through it a lot, and anybody that plays the game for a while goes through it, and I think everybody shares the same amount of unease with it. It's not a comfortable thing. It's not easy. It's a huge challenge, and can be a struggle at times. But for me, when I go into these kind of situations where I'm a new guy and I'm coming into a locker room with a lot of faces I don't know, I think it's important, first of all, to pray about it. As with any challenge in life, I think when you pray about it before, you get a sense of comfort. You put it in God's hands, and when you go into a locker room, you're not going to like everybody, and everybody's not going to like you. And I think that's part of your mindset going into it is understanding that it may not go perfect, but it's important to stay true to who you are, because ultimately that's who you're going home to, is you and your relationship with God. And there's a lot of things that can come up through these experiences where you're coming into a new locker room and you're pulled or pushed a certain way. It's important that you stay strong with who you are and within your faith. But that's not to make light of the situation. It's a challenge. It's hard to come into a room, and it's extremely uncomfortable. And so it's important, number one, that you say a prayer, and then you're going into it with help. There's a lot that goes into that. Number one, it's understanding that it's not only about you. Obviously, you're uncomfortable going into a new room, but more often than not, at the beginning of a season, everybody's new. So it's not only feeling you're uncomfortable, but it's also looking for others and looking to help other guys. Everybody's uncomfortable at the beginning of a season when you don't know your teammates, and it's an uneasy feeling. And having empathy is a huge characteristic and quality of a Christian. And so to put your own thoughts and feelings aside a little bit and think about other people and go out of your way to talk to another kid who may be struggling or you can see is uncomfortable, that's being a good Christian. And the funny thing about it is you'll find that it helps you get into the team more, because everybody watches, everybody sees in a locker room. So when you go out of your way to talk to somebody, people make note, and it shows a lot about your character. And you want to be a guy that's respected on your team, that's looked to as a good person. When you go out of your way to help somebody else, that says a lot about who you are, and your teammates notice that. And when you think about it, that's the kind of guy that you want to play with, and that's the kind of guy you want to be. So be that guy that steps out there and will go out of his way to help somebody that's uncomfortable. Put your own uneasiness aside and put yourself out there a little bit.